We are back in our room in a little bit of a different formulation. We're getting ready for you guys to come back. So I want to say hey creative kids and hey creative parents. So today what we're going to be doing in honor of our summer reading theme is a character mask. I want you to turn yourself into a character. And I told you last week, poster board, but if you have big paper, you can use big paper. Find whatever paper you're going to use, and then get something that is a big circle, a big plate. Doesn't have to be a regular plate. It could be like even a paper plate. Make your big circle, and then, so you'll cut it down so it's like this. And then I want you to make yourself. Now, I'm making myself as I was, or as I imagined I was, as a little girl. So do your skin tone, your cheeks, your eyes, and then your hair on here. And I'll explain all my other markings a little bit later. So I'm turning myself into an artist, because always when I was a kid, I wanted to be an artist. So this is my hair, and you can see I just used crayons. I like crayons for this because you can go over top of it and create a better skin tone. So, and also I did in here, if you can see, I use markers. So you can use a bunch of stuff together. You use whatever makes you happy about it. So the other thing I did is I then got like a smaller cup and made circles. And I'll show you this. Circles that are about this big. And I cut them in half. And here's what they turn into for me. You can do it a different way. And I want mine to be a little 3D. These are my eyelids, or eyelids. And so I'm gonna put them right on there. And I have some 3D tape. You don't need 3D tape. You can use paper to crinkle and then put underneath here, and it'll make it stand out as well. So those are my eyes, with another circle, the bottom half I used to make my nose. And I'm gonna put that right on there. And then the other half, I put a little V in it and made myself my mouth. And the finish of my hair is Afro cuffs. When I was a little girl, I used to wear my hair like this. So that's what I put on the sides. There I am. So then the last thing I want you, oh, my ears, need a little ears. And also put those in. And there they are. And so the last thing I want you to think about making is something that tells us what your character is. And for me, it's gonna be a little beret that I'm gonna put on, because when I was little, that's how always artists were pictured, with berets. And since there's no hands or anything, that's what I'm doing, is I made myself a little hat, and I'm gonna put it on just like that. And so that is my character mask. And you can create a story and actually write your story down. I would love for you to share those with me. The other thing I want you to notice is on my face, I put like little swatches of color, because I am a messy Bessie, have always been, and paint tends to go everywhere when I'm painting. So that's my artist character mask. You can be a superhero if you like. You can be a doctor. You can be lots of things. I hope you have fun with this project and think about telling your story. And if you do come up with a story, even if you don't tell me, tell your parents the story. And if you can write things down, write them down. So for parents, I think I've had you on the slog with all of my different projects that we've been doing. It's been a little bit heavy duty. So I picked a book today that I thought you guys might like. And it is called The Low Mess Craft for Kids. 12 projects to create your own magical world. Still in keeping with creating our stories. We have this here in our library, so please feel free to check that out. And as again, I will tell you, Beanstack is for our summer reading. It is on our page. If you go to scottpublib.org, you can sign yourself up for Beanstack, and your kids. It's a way to keep log of your minutes. All right. So if you have any trouble, give us a call, and we will help you out. I also want to mention our hashtags, which are Team Kentucky and still Team Healthy at Home. All right, and then also I want to remind you that this particular craft and any other craft that we do, you can find on our website. There is a Creative Kids playlist. Feel free. I hope you guys are staying safe, and we will see you next